What's up, y'all? Brand Panty Gamers here. Welcome back to Phoenix Friday 8:30 to Destinies. We're continuing off last part. We were able to prove Athena innocent from 7 years ago in the game, but now Apollo decided to come in and object.
I think he is going to accuse her of the bombing now.
What, the courtroom bombing or the?
No, the rocket one. Or accuse her of something.
Well, maybe we'll see. But yeah. For this, we're only gonna record the first half of the part because
Yes.
Because obviously, I think this next part might be long. So and then you'll probably see who else we may have for the next second half part.
Yeah, because we're thinking about because apparently, without spoiling anything, Brandon's friend told him that through the first bit of the trial, it is Edgeworth, but then Simon actually comes in for the rest of it after. So this video might be a short one because we're probably only going to do the last part where Edgeworth's in it, and then when Simon comes in, it'll be a separate part. So this one might be short.
Yeah.
But the next one will be uploaded right after, and then
Oh boy. Yep.
Also, I am talking literally.
You guys can't see it right now, but Wright changed his PFP on Discord to a GIF just because he got Nitro on Discord, and he literally and his GIF is just like his mouth moving. So whenever he talks on Discord, his profile pic moves, and it seems like he's talking.
Yeah, my OC basically my OC's mouth moves whenever I talk.
Yep.
It's really cool. So, anytime I'm voice acting as any of the characters, you're gonna see my mouth move.
It's gonna be so weird.
All right. Anyways, let's get on with the trial.
All right, let's just hear what Apollo has to say.
Yeah, whatever it is, I don't think we're gonna like it. Is Apollo betraying us or something?
I don't know. We'll just have to hear him out first. Trying to move my mic a little closer. There we go.
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena's might not be innocent. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Taryn. Oh, he's accusing him for Clay's murder. Or her, I meant.
Her.
But Apollo, why would you?
Miss Sight, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time.
What? This is a trial for the case from 7 years ago.
Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me, too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do.
Apollo! Sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now, let's expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Very well. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police investigation request through immediately.
Report.
Report through immediately.
Not you too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve.
Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
As you will. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Tarrant. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts on Boarding Lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum. The killer stabbed Mr. Tarrant with the utility knife and was used 7 years ago. That was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the boarding lounge. Or no, into what? Space Museum.
Is that my webcam or something?
I don't know. Next, Director Yuri Cosmos switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via Boarding Lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Tarrant's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day.
Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna rearrange my evidence. Relevant evidence to swap into... Okay. Wait. Okay, now we got some of our evidence back. But now this time we have 15.
Now then, Mr. Justice, your testimony, if you please.
God, we're actually testifying against one of our workers.
I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Tarrant. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have brutalized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder.
One second. Okay.
Order! Order on the court! Mr. Justice, you realize you are changing your...
Charging.
What? You realize you are charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to.
But Apollo, why? How could you suggest me too?
Suspect.
Suspect me too.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this? I don't know if I can find anything inconsistency with Apollo.
Also, sorry for starting more often, guys. Just that the internet's not great right now.
I'm not alone in the house, that's why.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do just for now until it gets better is that I'm going to have the walkthrough and I'm gonna time it just like on time with yours, just for now.
Okay.
So if I accidentally jump ahead, sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, I can read that right now.
I suspect I've been sent to the murder of Clay Tarrant.
Hold it right away.
Alright, you
That's
know
what I say.
Hold it!
Right away.
What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? Actually, because since it's just me and Apollo for this one, I don't think you need to look at anything for now.
No.
Yeah.
I think it might be one of those where you have to press on every statement.
Oh yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, what first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Terran, my bracelet reacted.
I knew it! I knew it! Dude, I literally called it!
Oh my god. She said she'd never seen a knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation.
I mean, but wouldn't his bracelet would have reacted anyway? Because if you think about it, like, wasn't Athena the one who used the utility knife to defend herself when she was 7?
Yeah, but we'll see what Apollo has to say again.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew it wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch, so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells.
Oh my god!
So you were correct.
What?
Huh.
Dude. Oh my god, how did I know?
I have no idea, but good guess.
Jeez.
That's
Okay,
why
I think we're just starting to know Phoenix Wright games way too well now.
So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Knight unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to 7 years ago.
Objection!
Objection! That knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Terran. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer too. Guess he has a point.
Damn it, Apollo!
My bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her. What? My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself.
Hold it.
Yeah. Hold it! That's the lighter that was found in the Space Center Museum, or Space Museum, with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seemed decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet. If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either. But Miss Knight was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. Mr. Justice, Miss Knight had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Terran.
Objection!
Objection! 7 years ago, Miss Knight lived at the Capcom Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. I can't actually suspect Athena, Apollo.
Don't even have to say anything. Hold it.
In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad to escape. Hold it!
Yeah, we're just gonna press on every statement.
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. God, why not? Recall there was a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launchpad door? It's a camera that captured Mr. Terran and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Terran's killer, or rather, Miss Sight, coming out of the Space Museum.
What?
A camera in boarding lounge 2? First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Tina says she has snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident. And then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day.
Well, let's wait, did we know that already or not?
Huh?
Did we know that already, or is this new? That the camera caught her?
I think it's new that the camera caught her. We never heard this before. We did hear that Athena did sneak into the Space Museum.
Huh, okay.
I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went into the morning lounge too.
That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. Wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded the true culprit as well.
Objection!
Objection! That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In that footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears.
What?
How did the true culprit escape then?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Order! Order in the court!
It can't be. But if it is, then it's incredibly incriminating.
Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads have been switched? A fact you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. Shut up.
That's why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder. Hold it! Leaving your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me.
Oh, right.
Clay was my friend. And that's why I just have to know the truth. Paul suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubt. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again. Nina Sykes isn't the murderer. I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments?
I don't like the way Apollo's acting right now. You?
I don't know.
Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. And your facts appear to be indisputable.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? Looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route.
Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant.
Unless... you think there was an alternative escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Phoenix? Wow. Was there an alternative escape route? Well, if you say no, that'll just prove Athena guilty, so I'm probably gonna say of course. Unless this is a bluff. Then, still, of course. Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well.
Oh my...
It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine.
Wait, is this Apollo talking?
I think so. As long as you can... clear up this doubt inside me. Wait, so is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is fate without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her.
So that you can really trust me?
So I think that's what Apollo wanted to do. Like, he didn't want to testify against Athena, but then with his testimony, he entrusts Mr. Wright to clear his doubts. Okay.
It seems your junior partner has showed us what trials are truly all about.
I believe you're right.
We prosecutors question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. I have no idea what that word is. I'm sorry.
Painstakingly.
I know it's probably that, but sorry.
While we lawyers believe and defend our client to the end.
When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth.
Guess that's why Edgeworth was acting the way he was before.
Yeah.
Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. That's so like Apollo. Always uber earnest. I don't know if that's how you say it. About things like this. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good. Because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative scope route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination that really aren't that many possibilities? Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the Cobra have escaped through? Come on, Mr. Wright, where do you think the Cobra escaped to? The control room or the Space Museum corridor? I don't know. I don't know if memory serves. Director Cosmos is the only one that has access to the control room.
Yeah, it might be the Space Museum corridor. Because what if they were flipped? Like, what if the two things, like, cause you know, like, the thing switches sides sometimes, right? So what if it was flipped at the time?
True. So I'll try the Space Museum corridor.
Yep.
Let's try it. Take that! They really could have escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbuck's print to get through the door.
Objection!
Objection! It appears that you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been in boarding lounge 2. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant.
I knew it. But the only way it could be, huh? If the Cobra escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum, then I guess it's true. The only exit would have been to boarding lounge 2. But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the Cobra could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything.
So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit.
What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But Hold on a second. What if...
Oh.
Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? Oh yeah, that's right, there were dead leaves in there.
Oh.
What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into boarding lounge 2. Oh. Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched up after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time. Which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit. Are you kidding me?
Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright, do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides boarding lounge 2?
If they were to escape while it's moving, I guess they would probably escape while it was moving and probably landed somewhere outside.
Like somewhere up there?
Maybe like the launch site. The circle.
Like somewhere. Well, not in the circle, but like somewhere. I think maybe if you point somewhere in the launch site, it might be correct. You can try it.
I'll just point out here or something.
I mean, are we saying that it was the launch site? Like the circle?
I guess so.
I would assume so.
Wrong, but I'm gonna try it.
I mean, if we're wrong, then look at our bar. We're fine. So let's just try it.
All right. Take that.
Okay, good.
Okay, we found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor.
I know we're right because the bar disappeared.
Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Ah! Do you mean... Yep. While the Space Museum was in motion, just beyond the corridor's safety door, was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was... the area outside the Space Center.
You're
Freaking...
insane!
Objection!
Objection! Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor level was the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to lead to the outside wall of the Space Center building, they would fall to their death.
Objection!
Objection! Ordinarily, yes. After the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item.
And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright?
Alright, this is what the culprit used to lead to the outside wall of the main building.
Wait, I think it might be I think it's the safety ladder.
Ladder?
The safety ladder.
Emergency ladder?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Take that!
An emergency ladder?
There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab, and it was used that day after the explosion to help evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered.
Oh.
The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. And leaped onto the ladder. What? Who would imagine?
Order! Order in the court! Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged.
Which means someone else other than Miss Sight could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Objection! That was a bad objection.
Oh well.
Okay. Objection! There we go.
There you go.
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes, it puts Swiss cheese to shame. The Swiss cheese has holes.
Alright then, name one.
I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during the movement is a full 20 feet.
20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right?
In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
Objection! But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Objection! Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete, and then escaped to boarding lounge 2.
Objection!
Objection! Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. The culprit knew they would be recorded if they left the space museum that way.
Objection!
Objection! In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down. And then blended in with the other people after the museum was opened.
That's a good point.
But you claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap? And all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other?
That's also a good point.
They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. If their timing was off, or if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that?
Not bringing up a good point, Edgeworth.
This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination!
Why do you always have to point out every flaw? So Edward's right. That does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear, like the stuntman. But everyone feels fear on some level, right? Wait a minute. Aha! I've got it this time. I can prove that there was someone who could have used this alternative escape route.
Oh, can you now?
This proves the possibility of a person who could have used this as alternative escape route. The subject's emotions rarely fluctuate and doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. If memory served, we were to say the Phantom's the true culprit, right? But his type profile said he has no feelings. In other words, he wouldn't feel happy, sadness, or even fear, so I guess it's a phantom.
Yeah, exactly. Also, wait, did my echo work? Just wondering.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so this psych profile?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, is there anything else we have? A lighter had nothing to do with that. Anyways.
Well, okay, we'll try this now, and if it's wrong, then we'll look for something else.
Okay. Take that!
But we're never wrong. We're almost never wrong. So.
What's that, Mr. Wright? Sometimes there were like 2 other possibilities instead of just one. Sometimes, and then we just got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get wrong one time in the first part of episode 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was when I presented a diagram and that was wrong.
Oh, okay.
What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear?
Right! You cannot be serious!
Without the constraint of fear, he could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare.
Did you play your echo there or not?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear, this subject could make a 20-foot leap, 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. You're saying that to a person without fear? The alternative escape route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted? That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright.
But was there such a person at the scene?
Yes. The Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who keeps popping up.
Oh dear!
The Phantom. Again?
I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom did one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran.
What?
What?
Order on the core, I say! Mr. Wright, please continue.
There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he? This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the string in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be?
Right. This escape route must have been a part of the Phantom's plan from the start. As was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Sorry about that.
Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing.
Oh.
Or,
Hold on. Oh, I know, hold on. Is this normal or robot?
I'm pretty sure this is normal because the text is still white. It's not yellow.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective heading to leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
Okay. Robotics lab wasn't the only one room with an emergency ladder, but he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used? That's right.
Who could it be?
Wait a minute.
So my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... Ah!
What?
You've gotta be kidding me.
I don't get it. Did you figure it out, Wright? Do you know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I do. Who was it? Who killed Clay? Wait, so Aura said mentioned that she lowered the emergency ladder. Wait. Hold on.
I don't get it.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Let me continue more and see what happened.
Hang on. Wait. What are you saying?
Our mystery spy known as the Phantom is none other than
Who?
the emergency ladder lower was asked by the detective.
Oh my!
Are you saying Detective Fulbright is the Phantom?
Oh my God!
It's like what Apollo said. They knew the ladder would be down there, and Detective Fulbright.
Bobby's the only one who would have known that the ladder was lowered. The Phantom is Bobby?
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind, didn't say it.
Didn't say it for some reason. Wait, what?
After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite
That's Fulbright, I think.
Yeah.
That's Fulbright speaking.
As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
His objective was to secure his own escape route. He lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way.
What?
Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed to the shelter.
Oh my God.
This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is other ways without emotion.
Take that!
Take that!
So it said it now?
Are you kidding me?
What are you saying?
You mean the Phantom is...
Detective Fulbright?
Exactly.
That's what it said.
Yeah, exactly. We were all taken by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom.
Oh my God!
No way.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, how could this be?
That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the fourth floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotic lab was the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder.
Verify! Verify! It was all part of his plan to create an escape route.
Verily, actually.
Verily.
After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotic lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Taryn and escaped to the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time to got a running start. And just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it.
I don't believe it! That what?
I don't know how to say that either. Adelpated.
Okay. Ugh! I don't believe it! That detective did all that! I'm just gonna skip that word.
Was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought... Sorry, we didn't catch your name. I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who prevents our good citizen from evil. Champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust. Yeah, right.
Then his concern for Simon was also one big act?
I swore to reform Buster Black will make him a valuable member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him given his emotions and try to defend him apart. That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled. Come to think of it, he's the one who brought the bloodstained lighter to court too. Wait. Oh yeah, Detective is the one who brought the lighter.
Yeah.
Probably trying to use that to blame Athena. That scumbag even made me turn on Athena. Damn it, how the hell did I fall for that?
For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well. Ugh!
Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright.
Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand.
No, please don't say objection. Don't. Okay. I always get scared now that that's gonna happen, because that's happened like how many times?
I know. Let's see what happened here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright! If it wasn't for everything you did, I...
Don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight.
You got it, boss!
Well? What? Okay.
Sorry, sorry about that. I hiccuped and then I had to cough. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Apollo!
Well, this is awkward. Athena, can you do me a favor?
Huh? What is it?
Could you punch me, please?
What? Why should I do that?
because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust- Ouch!
What? Hold on, did she slap him?
I think so.
Hey! Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did!
Huh? Now what are you talking about? I want to believe in Destinies. I really do. What is fate without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. But once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her.
You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how can I punch a true friend like Apollo?
You just slapped him in the face.
You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Thanks, Athena. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. Guess I know who to call if I ever get sleepy in court.
It looks like you have some promising young people working for you. I knew it.
How'd you know it was Edgeworth?
I kind of figured. Because he's the only one with us right now.
Oh. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself. And they're not afraid to keep me in the line.
Anyway, I have some good news. Aura Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free.
Ooh. Trucy and all the
Sorry,
others?
I got distracted by a text message. Sorry about that.
Okay. Trucy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness.
Uh-oh. Miss Blackwell said she had something that she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do what she must.
I wonder what it is.
Dear God.
Miss Blackwell?
I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come because I have something to say to all of you. Miss Aura!
She better not be here to complain about something.
Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault.
It's true the courts are filled with incomplete idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me. Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean you're gonna start trusting the court system again?
I don't think I said that right, did I?
Well, almost completely. That's okay.
No, of course not! Be quiet, hunk of junk! It's just... I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Metis' killer down.
Leave it to us, we'll get him. Well, I guess that means she's starting to trust us, at least. Oh.
There he is.
I guess I'll take it for now. Aura.
Simon, I am so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion.
You were trying to get.
Just earlier, you were literally suspecting Athena all that time.
You're okay. Excuse my language, guys, but you're a bitch. Okay, pardon my language.
But it's all thanks to me and the robots. You better be grateful.
Oh
I never imagined you would go that far, though you always were extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help.
As close as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slammer. I hold on.
It's blurry!
Oh my god.
1 second.
I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me a death penalty.
You know me all too well.
God!
I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish.
Simon. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that.
Never thought I'd see Oral cry.
Aura.
Because she's teary in her eyes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, that's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center.
What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother.
I still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom.
I can't believe he killed Clay. Right, and murdered my mentor, which brought great stress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor?
Yes?
I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial?
Yes!
There we go. Okay, so once the recess is over and we start the trial, that's when we'll end it there.
Yes, and we'll invite John. And also, dude, just keep it on the safe side. I'll still look at your camera, but for John, I'm gonna do the walkthrough thing because it's actually going quite well. So yeah.
Okay.
It's actually going quite well. Like, I'm actually able to time it, you know what I mean?
Alright.
So is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Just to make it easier for John. I mean, I can do it when the screen's not blurry, but just want to make it easier for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And because there's only one person this time, not like 5, so...
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
I wish to clean a head by my own hand.
That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court.
Why?
So,
Why? Is it because he's chief? Is it because he's chief?
I don't know, I guess so.
The formal paperwork has yet to be filled.
But...
The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand.
I'm much obliged. The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you?
Yeah!
Whew. Maybe you're gonna say silence all the time, that's for sure. How long have I waited? Maybe it's a sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy. For once he didn't say Fulbright.
You know, I never thought I'd find myself cheer for Blackwell like that, because he was such a, you know, Jack A at the beginning. You know what I mean? I never thought I'd see myself cheering for him, but, I mean, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's good because this means that he's probably going to be a responsible prosecutor this time.
Yep.
Because it seems like since the beginning he's become more and more responsible, but now he's going to be really responsible because both sides now know that Fulbright's the Phantom. Which I'm shocked about still. I still can't get my head around that.
Yeah.
The detective who's been helping us the whole time was the culprit behind all these cases. Like, what the heck?
You see, that's why I was wondering, like, when, like, I think it was around episode 4, I was like, Fulbright was there before, was at the Space Center before the murder, too? You're a detective, I mean, yeah, for justice, but you were there before the murder and the bombing?
Okay, I was gonna say something, but let's save it until the recess. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is.
I'm so glad. But I won't cry just yet. After all, we've still got a trial to finish.
It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackwell, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Apollo?
Athena, I can say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're going to prove it to the world.
Thank you, Apollo! I know you can do it!
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he is.
There we go. There's the Apollo.
Since I can't hear it, what did he say at the beginning?
Well, in the beginning of the cutscene, right, Phoenix said, so you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right? Then Apollo said, right, because I'm fine now. Then that's when he took off the jacket.
Oh, okay.
Now this is the Apollo I know.
Welcome back, Apollo!
It's almost time for the trial to restart. Though it looks like you have things well in hand.
Yep.
I should head back to the prosecutor's office.
But why?
But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background.
Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks.
I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you will excuse me.
So I guess Edgeworth is rooting for, like, us to win now.
Yep. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am.
Let's do this!
In another part. this is it. The final battle. The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Destiny has called for us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today. Ooh.
Alright, no.
We'll get to Tetsu 4 by another time.
Yes, alright. Wow. Even though that was only a few minutes, like, that was intense. And shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Now that Prosecutor Blackwell is now free of its chains and be more responsible on our side, and now we also have Apollo back.
Yes, and Simon Blackwell is actually going to be helping us in a way this time.
Yep. And also, as shockingly as ever, we found out who the possible Phantom is.
Fulbright.
Yep.
Yep. And also perfect timing because I have to go because I had something planned with other people. So yeah.
I actually have to go too.
Oh, perfect timing then. Yeah, but guys, we apologize.
If you heard me if you heard me say like just earlier, that's because yeah.
Yeah. Well, we apologize that this part was kind of short, guys, but good news. Next part will be longer, and John will be here with us.
Yep.
Okay, just so we're pretty sure John will join us, but just in case, here's a little teaser of his silence voice.
Silence.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. So now and then you'll see John taking over Simon Blackwell instead of me this time, so they can hear him voice act with him.
Yep, and or anyone else new that could possibly show up, or any gallery people.
Hey, people in the gallery. I mean, yeah. I mean, we actually. I mean, who knows? I mean, after all, Trucy and all the others were free now.
So who knows?
Who knows? Trucy's magician to do magic.
Yes. Sorry for stealing the floor on your channel there.
That's fine.
All right.
Anyway, yep. Stay tuned for the
really
next
excited.
part. Yeah.
I'm just really excited.
Stay tuned for the next part, and at least the last part of the trial. Get ready to chase down this Phantom a-hole.
Yes. In this case, fool, right?
Yeah. Fool.
Actually,
right?
actually, I got one. It's your choice if you want to include this, but I am gonna curse again.
That's fine.
Fulbright, more like fuck Bright.
Detective Fuck Bright.
Bitch fuck Bright.
Anyways,
right.
Anyway, thank you, Wright, for joining me on this one. Again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next part. We're definitely excited to do more. And yeah.
And hopefully John will be here with us.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.